Now, on the 27th of January, the Osun State Governorship Election Tribunal nullified the election that brought in Senator Ademola Adeleke. The ruling was greeted with divided opinions and the decision of the governor to contest the decision at the Court of Appeal. On Thursday, March the 23rd, the Appellate Court also nullified the ruling of the tribunal against Governor Adeleke. As it currently stands, the Supreme Court holds the final decision in the battle of the biggest political office in Osun State, should the party involved prepare for the final leg of a legal tussle. On Politics Headquarters today, we have the Governor of Osun State as our special guest on the show as it takes us through his legal tussle in his first 100 days in office. Senator Nuruddin Ademola Adeleke, Governor of Osun State, is our guest today. Enjoy the interview. Thank you very much for talking to us at News Central, Mr. Governor. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
I would like to start by congratulating you on your victory at the Appeal Court, affirming you as the rightful governor of Osun State. And when we came into Government House this morning, I saw you, civil servants were out cheering. How did that make you feel?
I feel so good. That shows that the civil servant, that they're my people, and they love me so much because I've, within the shortest period, I've done a lot. I put a smile on them. So that's why they came out and managed to receive me after the victory of the Court of Appeal. Yes.
Now, Your Excellency, the opposition saying that there are grounds to appeal that judgment and they might go to the Supreme Court. How do you respond to that?
Well, they have the right to go to the Supreme Court. That's according to Constitution, they have the right to go to Supreme Court. But I believe that no reasonable judge, because it was a watertight judgment. No reasonable judge will do otherwise. So if they want to go to Supreme Court, it's their right, and then we meet in Supreme Court.
Your Excellency, how much of a distraction are these court cases, and how have you been able to perform your duties knowing that court cases hang in there and there?
Well, you see, first of all, I believe in God, and I look up to God. And I believe that whatever He wants to do, He will do. And I believe that it is not how long, it is how well. So far, so good. I was focused. I didn't allow them to distract me. I was focused. I have the lawyers who are doing their job. They do their job. Me, I'm doing my job that I've been elected to do. So I was focused.
You weren't thinking maybe something...
Well, as a human being, you will think about it for a minute.
But it didn't distract you from...
But it didn't distract me from doing my job. You think about it, maybe after work, maybe you're trying to sleep, you just say, well, this we want to go to Court of Appeal. You think about it for a minute, and then you say, look, I have a fantastic, lawyers, sound, and all that, and I'm sure they will be able to handle it, and with God, all things are possible too. And I pray, and God answered my prayer, and God answered our prayer too.
Your Excellency, during your campaign, your slogan was "Imole de ikuku Imole de okuku." For our non-Yoruba listeners, it translates to "Where there's light, darkness vanishes."
Yes.
Early this month, you approved the release of funds for the payment of the backlog of monies owed. There was road construction. Apart from these steps, how much light, how much okuku have you been, how much imole have you been able to shine on the people of Osun State? And what are some of the highlights of
Okay, well, like I said, my slogan is light. And then in Yoruba, it means imole. And like you said, when light comes, darkness vanishes. That's my slogan. And it's very, very spiritual, and it's been working, because darkness and light can never connect.
I mean, one of your names, Nuruddin, translates
to light, of course. My father is very smart. He gave me that name.
So what are the highlights of your days in office?
The highlight is, well, I love my people, and then I see that they are suffering. So the first thing I did, despite the fact there was no money, I was able, I prayed to God to give me the wisdom of Solomon, King Solomon, to be able to lead my people. And I pray about it, and he did. God gave me that wisdom. I was able to maneuver and then pay the half salary, contributory pensioners who are dying. I was able to pay their salary. That is why they came out en masse today to receive me.
Your Excellency, a lot of people listening will be shocked because they know the state of how things were in Osun State. So where did this money come from, or did you pay out of pocket?
No, I block all the leakages. I block all the leakages where they spend money, where it's not necessary. Where the money, maybe all the money that is meant for Osun is going somewhere else. So I block it. And of course, I spread it. I have a formidable team.
Now, some say you did all of this so that to win the heart of the people with regards to the case in the Court of Appeal. Can you sustain this momentum? Would you be able to keep it up?
Yes,
through your administration?
Well, what I'm saying is that I don't deceive people. I don't deceive people. I'll be transparent to them. I will tell them, look, this is what we've been doing. You know, very soon we'll be going from senatorial district to senatorial district to have a town hall meeting. That town hall meeting, we will tell people, look, this is what we have done so far. And this is how much we have spent on this, on that, on that. I'll be transparent, for them. And then as soon as the money is coming in, next thing to do, what's the next thing to do? I will tell them, I will let them know. And all that, because as I'm speaking to a lot of people, thought I borrow money. I did not borrow money. Where there seemed there's no way, God made a way. I block all the leakage, like I said, and they were surprised that how am I doing it? I said, God is helping me to do it.
Now, another thing that you've done, Your Excellency, that has surprised a lot of people, because I remember when you came in November, your State House of Assembly, they're very important. You need them to pass legislation so you can push through. Your policy was majorly APC. That was the opposition. That was you were PDP, and then you had a State House of Assembly that was majority APC, and then the elections of March 18th, it was like magic. Everything changed. Now you have an overwhelming majority. What's magic, or how did you do it?
Okay, well, that's why when you make your people happy, like late President Idi Amin, he said they will retaliate. So they whatever I made them happy, they can see. It's not like I'm an action governor. It's not a normal politician that that's what they are used to.
It's not business as usual.
No, not business as usual. That they will say something, they will not. So they were surprised. Oh, so this guy, this one politicking is so different. He said he will do it, and he's doing it, and they're seeing it. So that's action governor right there. So I did it. It's not fake. I did it with love. I did it with passion. And I told them, I always told them, look, I'm not doing you any favor. You elected me so that I can do your bidding. So don't even thank me. You elected me to do your bidding. It's a sin for you workers to work and you don't get paid. I don't know how some leaders, how do they sleep? It's a sin. So that is why I paid all from 2016. The pensioners, I pay all those half salary, which even they have forgotten that they are receiving it.
I mean, it's quite shocking to know that the civil servants in Osun State went through all of this and you came without borrowing money. So I wonder what the problem was in the past. But we're not going to dwell on the past. Let's
yes, we have to move on.
Yes, let's move on. Now, what challenges have you faced so far as governor, and what's your strategy to overcoming them?
Well, the challenges is about funds. They were telling me, they are saying, they are carrying rumor that I've collected 90 billion and money is just rolling in this and that. I said, I wish. I said, if I have that 90 billion, I know what I can do. I'll be happy. I wish. You know, and that's why I said I don't want to join issue with other opposition. They dwell in their propaganda. You know, well, and I'm not going to be distracted. So once you are focused, just do what makes your people happy. You know, I introduced what they call fact check. You can go and fact check it. If I say I've done Osogbo to Ikiri Road, I've completed it, and then I've commissioned it. Go and do the fact check. If I said I've done about 332 borehole throughout the local, you know, government, go and check. You are in Osun State. You are a journalist. That's why I introduced what they call fact check. Not anybody will just come over and say something, then you check it. So if it is false, they will say that's false. If it is true, they will say this is true. Tick. So that is why they love me, and I love them.
Now, Senator Adeleke, how do you respond to critics that say, you know, you're an accidental politician, that you didn't really plan to join politics, that if it wasn't because of the demise of your late brother, Senator Adeleke, you wouldn't be in politics, that you're not built for this. What's your response to them?
My response to them is that they don't know me. They don't know me at all. When my brother was the first executive governor of Osun State, Adeleke, Sherbawo, may he so rest in peace. My family is they've been in politics for a long time. My father was a senator in the Second Republic. I may not be active or holding any position, but I understudied my brother while he was doing all the politics.
You know the workings of government.
Of course. I understudied him. I followed him around. But I never knew that I'll be in this position. It is God that put me there, because I always follow him, what he does, how he does. I say, okay, that's good, that's good. In fact, I didn't even take notes. Everything was good here. It is good to do practical. When you see practical, you practicalize it. And that's what I've been doing. Sometimes he ask me to go and represent him somewhere. And when I go and represent him, they will video it, and we go, you did very well. You even did more than me. I'm proud of you. And all that. I never thought of it.
You didn't know he was planning for...
Well, you see, I didn't know God is planning for me. That, once my brother is happy and he's doing what he's doing, and I'm supporting him. So I never knew that after he demands that God will call me into this. I never thought about it. But a lot of people, they thought that I don't know what I'm doing, that this guy doesn't know how to do politics. But guess what? I showed them how to do politics.
I mean, who's in the government?
That's what I'm talking about. Who's the man?
Now, Your Excellency, elections are over. May 29, barring any unforeseen circumstances, the new APC administration will be sworn in. What are your expectations of the new government, and what areas should they prioritize, looking at Nigeria in general?
Well, a lot. I can tell Nigeria is going through a lot, in terms of electricity. Even in our education, strike every day, in our health, and I think even the cashless policy, I believe that if they want to do that, they should have prepared, very well, because a lot of our people are suffering. Just imagine, as a governor, I'll be struggling to have cash on me. On a normal, before, it's up to you if you want to have cash, if you want to put cash, or if you want to have it in your this thing. So if they want to introduce that, they should have planned ahead and make sure that they have enough.
People should have the option.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, what sort of relationship would you have with Abuja? Because most times when we see that the center is different from the state, there's sometimes friction. Are you going to have a friendly disposition towards the APC government in Abuja?
Well, you remember that was when I won the election. I've been trying to go and see President Buhari. You can see one of my pictures here. I went to go see President Buhari. President Buhari is APC and PDP. Well, he's still like the president. So I don't have any choice than to relate with him, to tell him that my state need this. Federal government is showing my state on this road, that. And I went to him. And
politics aside, is for the benefit.
It's for the benefit, yeah, for politics, because he's the president of the country. Yeah, I mean, he's not the president of APC, so I have to go and I'll go and meet him, whatever that we're gonna. Anytime they call meeting, council meeting, or whatever, or call the governors, I'll be there. So that time there'll be nothing like you are PDP, you are APC, yes. Governors Forum. And they did that one, the last one that demonstrated it when the majority of governors insisted that they have to extend the deadline of taking the old money back and everything. So it's
very important.
Yeah, it's part of it. So we have to work together.
Now, Your Excellency, a lot of people would not know that you have an Igbo mother who's a Christian and a Muslim Yoruba father. Having lived in different parts of the country, many will be shocked to know that you actually speak the Igbo language fluently. What's your take on ethnicity, tribalism, religious intolerance that we've witnessed recently in the Nigerian political scene? And how do we encourage more unity and less divisions amongst us?
See, we should just grow up. Because a lot of people, the Yoruba people have married Igbo. Igbo have married Yoruba. Yoruba have married Hausa. Hausa have married Yoruba. So there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to be tolerant.
Now, Your Excellency, as we begin to wrap up this interview, I cannot sit down with you and not talk about your dancing skills. And then we saw a video of you. We saw a video of you over the weekend. You were beating drums. Quite a lot of people didn't know that you had that talent in you. How important is music to you? You have two sons and your famous nephew that do music too. How important is music to you? How does it make you feel as a person?
I feel so good. I love music. I love dancing. In fact, I was supposed to be into an entertainment, business. During that time when we were growing up, our father believed in that you have to be a doctor, you have to be a lawyer, you have to go to school. They forced me to go to school because I got to US in 1980 when the Michael Jackson was booming, was raining and all that, and I used to go out there and do a dancing competition. I'm only winning dollars, So it's just part of me. So I'm not surprised by my nephew and my kids. I've already picked that up. So I still have it in me. So I don't believe that because I'm a governor or when I was a senator, I sometimes when we're having a get together and everything like that, everybody will be stuck up. We're sitting down.
People say, dancing is, how do you respond to critics that say dancing is on becoming of a governor? They feel a governor should have a certain type of poise and behavior.
But that's them. I'm not going to let anybody control my life. Like I said, there's time for everything. Time to dance. When it's time for me to dance, I will dance. And a lot of people, they love me. They love me now. That's why I'm so popular. Anywhere I go, if I don't dance, they say, what's going on? And all that. So I see dancing just at the side, something, as my hobby. But that doesn't disturb me from doing my job. What I do.
Now, finally, Your Excellency, as we wrap up this interview, what is your message for the good people of Osun State? And how do you plan to continue to serve their needs and interests?
Yes. Well, my people of Osun State, first of all, I thank you so much for your support and prayers. And you have demonstrated it today as I about to enter the office. They trooped out. They came out to receive me. And I was hearing side talk that in the history of Osun State, it has never happened like that. That governor is coming and they want to go and receive. That is to show that they are happy with me. And I will continue to do what will make them happy. because I'm a grassroots, to the core. And I promise them I will do more goodies are still coming. I want them to keep calm and be law abiding. And of course, because I believe in what's it called, rule of law and the due process. And that's our policy here. We must follow due process and the rule of law. Let everybody go on doing their normal business and be law abiding, and all will be well.
Your Excellency, Senator Nuruddin Jackson Ademola Adeleke, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much. I
Talking
appreciate
to you, and all the best.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.